Jailbreak has been around for 3 years now, and with all the new updates and vehicles being added to the game, it can be hard for new players to keep up. People will spend hours on end flying in their upgraded helicopters, or take their new Cybertruck for a spin. But people seem to forget the most important vehicles to ever be added to this god-forsaken game. Of course, I'm talking about the Camaro. I can hear all of you little neckbeards quiver in your seats in anger or even disgust. Some of you may even say, "Why even drive that piece of shit around? It's the slowest vehicle in the game. Are you fucking retarded?" In short, no. I personally believe that the Camaro is one of the most essential elements to this game. It's easy to brush the Camaro off when you put it side by side with cars like the Audi and Bugatti. But when alone, this car can be more useful than at least half of the player base of this game ever can understand. If I was given the choice of maining a Camaro or a Torpedo, I would have to choose the fucking Torpedo because I'm not a fucking brain-dead moron. But in all seriousness, this Camaro can be one of the most powerful cars in the game if used correctly, and I can even give you some examples of how. One example is if you need a super quick getaway from jail. I can hear you typing away once again, but the Camaro is the first thing everyone used to get out of jail. Are you fucking slow or something? Hear me out and imagine that it's your first time on Jailbreak and you just entered the sewer line, but you see all of the fastest looking cars and helicopters back inside the prison. Slowly cops start to surround your position and you seem backed into a corner. You take a look to your right and there you see it, a bright yellow Camaro in plain view, ready to be snatched up and driven. You sprint to the car in a desperate attempt to not get thrown back into the cells where you will most definitely be greeted with a gangbang when you inevitably drop the soap. You hop into the car and start the engine and boom, you're gone in a flash, and if your IQ was through the roof you would have pressed Q to make the process even faster. To fresh players of this game, the Camaro can provide a saving grace to the total chaos of this game. They see all of the rank 50s with their shiny polygon trucks and get immediately deterred from the game, opting to instead play shit like YouTuber Tycoon. When players see a rank 28 driving around the map in the mustard machine, they will either think you're just a noob that doesn't know better, or they will think you have the biggest balls out of everyone in the server. Driving a Camaro is the ultimate display of dominance. You show to everyone that you don't need things like the Torpedo or the Bugatti to get around because you have enough skills to counteract the shittiness of the Camaro, and by doing so you turn it into the most game-changing forms of transportation on the map. Players that make fun of people who drive the Camaro by choice are the real idiots. Why go out of my way to grind up thousands upon thousands of dollars to ride something that will most likely get replaced after a single bank heist? Out of all the cars in Jailbreak, the Camaro is shown to be used more consistently than any other vehicle in the game due to the simple fact that it is as accessible as a prostitute on the streets of Atlanta. But more importantly, it's one of the quickest and cheapest sources of entertainment you could ever hope to get in this game. It's something about driving through the mountains in this car that gives me the most humbling feeling. I will never understand why people are so willing to detest this car just for the simple fact that it's slower than any other car. In all honesty, if you're willing to waste hours of your time to buy a car that will only accomplish making you look good in the game to all of your dick-riding friends, then by all means go for it. But when you get on me for choosing to drive the Camaro and then mock me and my entire bloodline, then all I can do is sit back and think, how could someone so willing be so fucking stupid? You know, the more I talk about this car, the more invested I feel. It's as if this car is a genuine reason I still bother to play this game even after 3 years. That's all the time I have for this video today. If you feel as if I've disrespected you and the entire point of this game, then I'm not sorry. Now if you excuse me, I have to get back to my Nigerian prince scam emailing.